With Littler on the scene. I've heard this phrase an awful lot. Mensur Suljović might be a cheat, allegedly, but Luke Littler's got cheat codes.
Yeah, they're the opinions of Joe Cullen and maybe some other people, but not the opinions of talkSPORT 2. Here comes the gentle then. John McDonald about to announce the players on stage for the final match of the night on talkSPORT 2.
Third round action of the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, brought to you by the PDC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. From Austria, would you please welcome, taking part in his 17th World Championship, a World Cup finalist, a winner of the Champions League, the gentle Mensur Suljović. Ladies and gentlemen, from England, the winner of the Grand Slam, the World Grand Prix, the reigning World Match Play Champion, the reigning UK Open Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Championship Players Championship Finals. He is the reigning and defending champion of the world.
Everybody take a shot. Red light, green light. Give me everything you got. Red light.
It's Luke, the new.
Everybody take a shot. Red light. 'Cause I'm ready to go.
This place comes alive when this young man walks into the building. Like grains of grass, like blades of grass. They just lean towards Littler. The phones in the air, the signs. Everybody wants to get a glimpse. Everybody wants a piece. But when he gets on stage, that's his domain.
Well, his walk-on talks about green light. Maybe that's what they need to employ on stage for Mensur Suljović. Red lights for stop, green light for go.
I don't think we need to go that far, man.
Well, Littler's walk-on is complete. He's on the stage now, shaking hands with the official, and you never know, it could be the last time he shakes hands with John McDonald, the outgoing MC at the end of this tournament. George Noble's finished his work for a night. Of course, it was a deciding set, but this one, I mean, you've got to expect him to wrap this up in, what, 5 sets, maybe even 4?
I'm fancying 5. Littler does have a history in 2025 of getting 1 or 2 slow starts, but if anything, it just spurs him on even more. And I just want to address something that really does tip the balance. Do you think that Suljović has got a fighter's chance in this one? He has. We've just seen James Hurrell topple the number 4 seed, but this is a different thing altogether. In 29 games of darts on this stage, Mensur Suljović has never averaged 100 or more. He's been close. But in 15 games on this stage, Luke Littler has averaged 100 or more 11 times. On only 4 occasions has he averaged under 100. That percentage is ridiculous. And I fully expect him tonight, even if he doesn't average 100, to be close to it, to put Mensur into a position where he'll have to play the best game he's ever played on this stage in his 18 years here.
Well, when you're on the subject of averages, one from Darts Oracle, who helps out the broadcasters with some stats, but Luke Littler has had 31 100-plus averages since Mensur Suljović had his last one.
So what you're saying is to Mensur Suljović, oh no.
Well, it depends which way you look at it, Paul. You could say he's due, couldn't you?
Well, first things first, Suljović on the stage right now using new darts.
Yep.
Same construct as what he was using in the last 2 rounds, but he has more of a black onyx coating on the bottom half of that bulbous looking dart. Very popular amongst the players at the minute. They have that stealth quality.
Yep.
And he's also using the black one-piece stem and flight combination, which matches his collar.
Nice shiny sets for Suljović. Both players scored 60 with their opening visit, but I have to say Suljovic's darts were closer than Littler's were. This visit is not the case. 2 in the single 5, 1 in the treble 7.
Just a little bit of an age gap in this game as well. Just the 35 years. And here we go, Littler in the 60.
Yeah, but the ranking gap is bigger, Paul. 59 places. There's 54 places between Hurrell and Bunting. The world number 63. Oh, sorry, it was 59 places as well, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly the same. World number 63 beating the world number 4. We've got the number 1 and the number 60 this time around. Littler's found it. You know what? Those first 3 darts look like, you know, when you're a kid and your dad tells you, first 3 darts, just throw at the big 20, get settled in. Exactly what Littler did, and he's pretty much nailed the treble 20 every dart since.
You don't have to find your range from your first 3 darts. Not everybody can score 180 with their first 3 darts on a World Championship stage in any match. You just got to find your way through the first leg and just get the feel of the treble 20 at that moment. He's got 121 after 9 here.
Yeah.
And expect at some point, if he gets a big lead in a leg, to do something frisky.
Scored his first 180 with his 3rd visit of the match. Luke Littler leaves 66 now after a dozen. Suljović back on 267, and he had the throw in this opening leg.
66.
Does get down to a finish, but he's 101 points behind. Went bull for double 8. 25 scored, 26 scored when he adds the 1, but
26.
misses tops. Right, come on, Mensur. This would be akin to the 161 he took out against Van Gerwen a few years ago, wouldn't it? Already
In the first leg,
come on, Mensur.
after the day we've had,
Yes, it's on. Treble 20.
Why not?
He's not going to do the David maneuver here.
99. Luke Rakai, 40.
Finds the treble 20, not the treble 19. Littler finds tops, 1-0.
Luke Littler. Second leg is Luke to throw
Mensur
first.
Suljović is
Game on.
livid already that he's let his throw go. Wasn't exactly a bad leg from Littler, it was 16 darts. That's merely warming up. Throw looks very compact tonight, the elbow's not flailing.
140.
Sometimes he gets very rangy with the throw and the hand goes a little bit further away from the shoulder. Tonight it's looking very compact and he's leaving scar marks in the 60, Murph.
Yeah, well, you said tonight could be the night for a 9-dart finish, Paul. If Luke Littler manages that, he would pocket an extra £60,000, which wouldn't affect him a great deal, I don't think.
59.
Someone in the audience would. It might affect them a great deal, but it would certainly be a lovely bonus for the prostate cancer charity.
Absolutely right. And of course, if you win this game, you're on £60,000 in.
Oh, double your money.
Indeed.
With a 9-darter in this particular match.
All we've talked about all day long is that people are getting a bigger check than they've ever banked, courtesy of today. Harrison is just like that. Hurrell is just like that. This is a life-changing tournament, and we are not overselling it when we say this is the biggest darts tournament that has ever been held.
Suljović looking for his first maximum. And getting it to put some pressure on Littler here. He's left 138 against the throw. Littler will leave something small from 176. Treble 19, single 19, single 20.
Suljović doesn't take 138 out. Littler might go 2 tops. We're going to find out in a second. Suljović will be thinking 98 here, but dart 2 in the small 4
44.
has to settle for 94 left. What does Littler do on 80?
He goes treble 20 for double 10, and he gets the treble 20 and hits the double 10 and doubles his advantage in this opening set. A break followed by a hold. Littler in total control.
Look on his face right there, Littler. Just looked over towards his parents, everybody who's here supporting him, including his girlfriend. There was one of those semi-winks as if to say, watch this. He is going through the gears. He's making 100 average after 2 legs. Look, like chicken feed.
Yeah, 16 followed by a 14. Beautiful combination kill of the 80. A little knowing nod and a little wink to those watching and supporting him.
Don't underestimate the possibility of a nilling here. I remember a game where Michael Van Gerwen was in a merciless mood against James Wilson. Over 4 sets, Van Gerwen won 12-0 in legs. And I think Littler is aiming for that tonight.
Yeah, nuclear stuff from Littler right now. 2 180s already. Down to 2-2-2. He's racing through this first set. Mensur coming back though.
That was a great 180 from Suljović. I'm not really sure how he got that third one in. He squeezed it in to leave 179. Littler, 3 little ducks. crushed. No ducks were horned. He has got 42 left though for the set.
Yeah, and he's getting better leg by leg, isn't he? He's on 42 after 9. 11 data is possible here. Littler strutting his stuff at the World Darts Championship. His manner, only ever lost one game on this stage. 2 for tops. And that's tops. In it pops. Played on the World Championship stage. He exits the stage sharply. Luke Littler, he looks focused. He looks in control. And here on talkSPORT 2, he leads Mensur Suljović by a set to 0. If you love your darts, whether it's League Night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken the home setup to another level with the Omni Auto scoring system, instant accurate scoring, and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on target.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. Magic! 180! Luke Littler, get on target!
Welcome back. Well, what was all the fuss about in that previous round? Mensur Suljović has just completed a set in just over 5 minutes. Unfortunately, he lost all 3 legs in it as Luke Littler blew him away here on talkSPORT 2 at the World Darts Championship. The 18-year-old looking to go back-to-back, looking to make it 3 finals on the spin, and making sure that he avoids the same fate as the number 4 seed tonight, Stephen Bunting, who was beaten by James Hurrell. If Luke Littler carries on playing like this, well, we won't be talking about whether or not Mensur Suljović wins a set in this match, Paul. We'll be talking about whether or not he wins a leg.
Indeed. That was ominous from Luke. He made Mensur feel like a leaf in the wind because he was blown away. And he made 110 average in that first set look like a breeze.
Now, I'm going to trigger a few people with this question, Paul. Does he need to slow down a little bit here, Mensur Suljović?
Well, he is playing Luke's pace.
Second set, first
So
leg,
maybe just a little bit. I can't believe you asked that. And I can't believe I've just said what I said. But sometimes you do get swept up in somebody else's pace, whether somebody slows it down or potentially speeds it up. But one thing we've learned from the first set is that Littler is just playing his own game.
Yeah, we've got a great position stage side, and Suljović is at the hockey while Littler's retrieving his darts, but it's only 60 from Luke to kick off on throw, and Suljović found a couple of treble 20 straight away. That's a bit more like it from the Austrian.
Yeah, long points in the darts of Littler as per usual. Around about the 42mm mark, maybe 1 or 2 millimeters more. Usual sort of gunmetal coloured bullet hole barrels with moulded the nuke flights and stems.
140.
Doesn't tend to change things around as much as he used to. He's got a set that work. They work very well. 381 after 6 was a bit of a bad start, but he's rescued it with a 140 and he's back in this leg, only 1 point behind.
Yeah, there were a couple of wayward ones into the treble 7. The margin of misses are small, but numerically it was a big margin of error. Suljović has been steady in this leg though against the throw after 9 darts on a finish. 140 is that finish. Littler 101 points behind.
He's in the 60 now.
140.
I love the facial expressions of Littler. He's so much fun to read. He's even displeased with a 140 to leave 101 after 12. Well, Suljović could get his first leg here. 140 effort. Doesn't get that second 60. He's going to have to settle for leaving tops.
100.
Now, does he come back?
101.
Well, maybe he should have gone tops after the first dart went in, because you don't think you are going to come back when Littler's at the hockey. He finds a treble 19, single 4, tops himself to rub salt in the wound. And it is 4 straight legs for Luke Littler, who is leaving Mensur Suljović with very, very little he can do in this match. He still hasn't had a double.
Getting MVG and Taylor vibes there. As soon as he hits the 57, you think, he's going to hit this.
100.
He's in such good nick, and he's been winning so many tournaments this year. There's no reason why he's not going to take shots like that out. I would be amazed if 101 is his biggest finish, no matter what the score.
Yeah, and he's hitting almost everything, isn't he? In terms of doubles, 4 out of 5 so far in this one.
Like I said, he set his personal best
100.
in a World Championship match on debut against Christian Kist. 106.12 just over 2 years ago. He'd go on to make the final. But this looks so ominous. It's the only word for it.
Even now, despite the fact that he's had all the double attempts in this match, it's pretty much only needed half as many doubles as Suljović in the whole tournament.
True.
96.
I just wonder about the benchmark that Luke is setting for himself in this match live on talkSPORT 2, because he might be of the thinking, I don't want to give this guy a shot at a double.
And is this performance just about beating Mensur Suljović, or is it about telling everybody else, you can't beat me?
Pretty much. He doesn't mind being the #1 player. It's something he's very, very comfortable with. He's got 42 after 9.
140.
And if he hits it, Suljović will be 5-0 down and still not have a dart at a double. Tops. You know, double 10. A rare miss. But he doesn't miss for long. 1 set up, 2 legs up. Suljović is falling.
Game on.
His checkout efficiency has remained perfect throughout this match. He's never been to the board when he's needed a double and not taken it out in that visit. And Mensur Suljović just turns away, thinking, what on earth can I do? He's playing so much better than he did against Joe Cullen. Okay, the 97.39 is a scoring-only average here.
100.
But even with that, he's not getting a look in. Littler's won 5 legs on the spin, averaging 111.5.
Murph, take it from someone who's played peak Taylor,
83.
peak Van Gerwen. I can't really say anybody else. You'd have to ask Mace for someone a little bit further back. But when you've played 2 of the greatest players of all time at their peak, you understand that this is possible.
100.
When they are just making it look easy and you get nothing. No scraps. You can't even carve out a chance for yourself.
And he's not a huge practicer, is he, Luke Littler? So
45.
the fact that the previous match went deep and ran over schedule won't really affect him, because it's sit down, eat a packet of squashes, other confectionery is available. Have a little look on the phone and maybe play some sort of game. Get back up, throw for a couple of minutes and do it again when you fancy.
Energy management. That's what it is. Don't spend emotional bandwidth if you don't need to. That might be the biggest thing he's the best at, because other players, they spend too much in the practice room, and he spends about 1% down there. That's it, 105 for the set.
Right, yeah, but he's hit the ball. This is for a 2-set lead in no time at all. 15 for tops. In it goes. This is like a world champion on the stage where he got that title. Remarkable stuff so far. Here on talkSPORT 2, Luke Littler leads by 2-0.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler gets on target.
You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels with 34 locations across the UK. Visit villagehotels.com. Luke Littler is running riot on the Ali Palace stage, and there is nothing Mensur Suljović can do to stop him. He can't speed it up, he can't slow it down. Littler is just in beast mode tonight and is on course to reach the last 16 in no time at all. It's taken a little over 10 minutes to win 6 successive legs and therefore 2 straight sets against Suljović, who seemingly isn't slowing down the pace at all, and maybe that's part of his problem, who knows. But if Littler carries on like this, it's going to be the standout performance of the tournament, and he's going to send a huge message out to all of the other contenders for this title.
Just a little bit, and I have a bit of a stat here based on what we're seeing so far, which is rather ominous for the tournament, because if you beat Suljović with a ton-plus average at Alexandra Palace, it bodes fairly well for making the final. The last person to average over 100 against Mensur on this stage was Michael van Gerwen in 2023, 107.66 in a 4-2 victory, a famous match with a famous 161. Van Gerwen would lose in the final to Michael Smith. But get a load of this one. The only other person to average over 100 against Mensur Suljović on this stage was back in 2008. It was John Part who would win the tournament, and that performance was the only ton-plus average of the first World Championship at Ali Palace.
Well, that's top static, but never mind that. Littler might hit a 9 darter here, 180 already. Oh, that's so close. I was only saying it because you predicted it, and you're pretty good at predicting things.
There's time yet, but time is ticking away.
But he hasn't got that much. He's only got 6 legs left, Paul. Come on.
Well, that's the thing. The way he's going, he's not going to give Suljović a dart at a double.
2-8-1 after 6 rather than the 1-4-1 that we hoped for. But let's wait and see
100.
on that one. Suljović just still trying to get down to a double at some point in the game.
That's a bad dart from Littler, and it's the top left-hand corner of the 60.
100.
Turns out to just be a ton because the first dart was a bad 60 hit. Top left corner just kicked over a little bit.
The lack of slow play from Suljović in this match, do you think that's deliberate in terms of
135.
not wanting to be tarnished in the same way he was in the previous game? Or do you think he's just gone up there and thought, you know what, nothing I do will affect Luke, so I'll just get up and throw my darts and get out of the way?
Nothing he does will affect Littler. It's as simple as that. He knew it before a dart was thrown on the stage.
Right, does he get a go at a double? Single 20 from 108 leaves 88. Down for treble 16, can't find it. If Littler takes out 81, it will be 7 legs, with Mensur Suljović not even throwing at a double.
Treble 17 and double 15 and 2 for 81 and a 1-0 lead in set 3. 78% on the doubles, and he's 7 legs in to a possible 12-0. This is not seen very often at all.
134.
Yeah, 14 dart leg there. Everything has been 16 or fewer. The first leg was the worst leg for Littler, that 16 darter. Set by set, his average is 109.98 in set 1, 107.36 in set 2, and that first leg in 14 darts, so 112.06 in the treble 20 again and again.
140.
Surprisingly, not again.
I love how annoyed he is at just getting a 140. He plays this game in a very different way to most people ever have. Here comes Suljović. He's got himself a third max, and he enjoyed that one.
Yeah, but all he's done is got down to the same kind of territory as Luke Littler, who's on 227 before these.
57.
And he's purposely hit a single 18 now. He went for treble 20, hit a single, went for treble 19, hit a single. So with the last dart, he went for a big 18 to leave 170 on purpose.
Oh, yes. I don't mean to do a famous dog impression there from a famous insurance company,
44.
but one thing's for sure, he would love to hit this. Oh, yes.
He won't hit it, but Suljović won't hit anything because he's on 177. So all
105.
Littler needs to do is set it up. He does that by leaving 65.
I'm trying to figure out how he's going to get 65. Does he want to go somewhere different for it? We're about to find out. Suljović 177 has got a 137 to leave 40. Does he get a look at it?
Treble 15 for double 10. Misses the double 10. Double 5. Misses that. The first time that Suljović is going for a double, and he's whipping the crowd up with a beaming smile on his face.
Littler wanted 12-0. He might not get it.
Still smiling, Suljović, as he does his little finger twizzle. He's looked back at the crowd after the first dart. Second one is in. But it was kind of the same celebration that he got told off for against Joe Cullen, but with a totally different meaning behind it.
Did you see that look from Littler, though? He takes the leg, the crowd get involved. Littler's having a sip of water, and he looks over as if to say, right, you've got your leg now, you're not getting many others.
Break a throw, break back from Mensur Suljović.
Who knows, this tournament's been littered with comebacks.
97.
This will be another level. And Suljović, to his credit, is averaging nearly 98 here. Oh no, look what's happening now.
140.
He's going to poke the wasp nest, hasn't he? And not that one. Littler, having lost a leg, is now determined to dish out as much punishment as possible on Mensur Suljović.
I hate to be critical, but he really should have hit a max there. Top left corner,
60.
top right corner of the 60, and then he missed the markers and got himself a somewhat lackluster 140, and he's looking to better it here. That's better, all in a line. All down middle and off stump as his dad watches on wearing his customary bobble hat.
It has been a bit chilly in Ali Pali today, but it's certainly warm enough right now. I don't think the bobble hat would be my choice of attire out there.
I think Anthony would wear a bobble hat in Benidorm. He wears more bobble hats than Brian Harvey.
But it's very, very unlikely that Mensur Suljović will stay another day in this tournament. But Luke Littler is looking very, very good here. 1-2-1.
Where's he going to look for the 1-2-1? I thought he was going to go bull, 777 bull. He's done it before.
Or the bunting route. 1-5-1 then for Suljović. Imagine the celebrations if this goes in.
This will be textbook. Treble 20 first. 1-1 in the third set. He hasn't got the treble 20 to start. Needs to get a treble to put pressure on Littler's 64 and doesn't. 60 leaves 91.
Is there a point where he starts showing off? Went for treble 8, hit the single. 16, now tops. I mean, he might as well be showing off with just how good he is. 8 out of 12 on the doubles. Breaks straight back, leads 2-1 in the third set, leads 2-0 in sets.
I know that we're talking about how Littler is so much better than Suljović and better than everybody on the planet. But the fact is he's still got a job to do, and that job is to get into the next round and win this third set first. He knows this. Perfect start to the fourth leg as Suljović hits back with a max of his own.
Absolute perfection at the Palace. Littler opening with a 180. Suljović answering in kind. Littler can't follow. Can Mensur provide some magic?
Pause for effect. 4 darts in the treble 20, but not 5. That one hits the flight and goes way below.
100.
Yeah, booed by the audience, but there is a chance of a break back here. He's ahead of Littler in the leg after 6. 2-2-1 Suljović, 2-6-3 Littler. And he can't leave a finish from it. 3 single numbers. There could be a chance here for Mensur Suljović to put himself in a position to throw for the set, and then it's only 2-1 in the match, despite how well Littler's played.
He's throwing really well in this set. Another 180. He's averaging more in this set than Littler now. 103.02. Littler can't do anything about the 41 that Suljović has left. He can pressurise with that 96 to leave 109, but it is for 2-2. The Austrian all of a sudden's got the crowd.
Double 16 as the crowd sing Mensur's name. He misses it on the outside, but then pins it, and it is 2-2. 4 breaks of throw in this third set, and Suljović now throws for the set. He's losing this match 8-2 in legs. If he wins this leg and makes that 8-3, he's only a set behind.
Well, we did say it was going to be 4-1. It can't be 4-1 if Littler wins all the sets. But listen to this. This is purely because a lot of the audience are from Central Europe. And those patrons probably don't want to see the number 1 seed win. Or
99.
they just want the night to go on a little longer. The party at the Palace.
That's a good point. That's a great point. Littler leaves 4-2 after 3. Suljović better off in this last leg of set 3. 3-6-6. Small 5. Bad dart. Has to go for cover. To the 19's no good. Too low.
44.
Back to the 60. And I think I've fallen into the upside down here. Suljović has gone from public enemy number 1 to the most sung person of the night.
Absolutely, how to win friends and influence people. Mensur Suljović is rewriting his own memories at this tournament. A little bit longer he's taking now suddenly. We haven't seen this in this match at all, but it comes to a key leg. Littler throws his dart, Suljović waits for him to pass him before approaching the Orki. First time he's done that all game.
It's not out of character, that's the thing. If you've played him a few times, this is just what he does.
Yeah, remember famously a few years ago, Gary Anderson was kind of timing his visits and saying, well, he normally takes 19 seconds, that was 28. But he's not consistent, is he? Luke Littler certainly is. That's 8 maximums now for Littler in 10 legs of darts.
Yeah, that volume you heard came from the 18-year-old world champion who has time to fix his hair. Post 180, 1-2-4 left to win the set. And there will not be a break at the end of this set, remember. We will be live on talkSPORT 2 to the end of set 4. That could be the end of the match. Set shot, Littler, 60 hit, 14s, gets 3, double 11. Set Littler, it's 3-0. And when he gets tested, he turns it up, and all of a sudden, Suljović is like a popped balloon.
A little chuckle afforded to himself, a shake of the head from Suljović.
game on.
Every single leg in that set went against the throw. Littler winning it with a 1-2-4, and if he can hold his throw 3 times, he will whitewash
140.
Mensur Suljović in terms of sets. And you said it, Paul, he might be a little frustrated that he didn't whitewash him in terms of legs.
You've got to have goals in life. I know some people come onto the stage like James Hurrell tonight.
59.
He obviously wants to have the performance of his career and beat Stephen Bunting, and he got it. But Littler's got different goals because he's playing at a higher level.
140.
And there have been games today that have literally taken longer than an hour. For all the talk of slow play, this one could be done in 25 minutes.
Of game time.
Yes.
Now, one of the quickest games of the first round, Ryan Joyce completed a game. I think it was 18.5 minutes of game time. That was fast, but this is just no messing darts. And there's a look on Littler's face right now. I'm getting rid of this guy in this set. There's no way he's taking a set off me tonight.
Luke Littler is lighting up London once again. The crowd don't want to go home, but they might have no choice as Littler
81.
looks at 81 for another 11 dart leg. Again, it's treble 17. Again, it's double 15. It is
Lou Littler.
absolute darting delight from Luke Littler tonight. He's now 2 legs away from a 4-0 win.
It's very rare that you see someone this good. He is genuinely one of the best players to have ever addressed the dartboard. Not just in this place, but anywhere in the world. Maybe anywhere in the universe.
100.
Great ton. Even his tons are impressive.
The average 109.05 for Littler. The checkout percentage, listen to this, 71%.
139.
71.
Highest percentage that we've had in a completed game is 75% from Nitin Kumar of India. That was in the first round.
57.
He's going to have to go great guns to raise it by 5% or more, but he won't care as long as he gets the 4 sets he requires.
But if they dished out degrees for doubling, he would literally get first-class honours.
57.
Littler on 3-4-4, the number 1 seed, the world champion. He's never failed to make the final at the Alexandra Palace.
15 games, 14 wins. Astonishing stuff. Only 4 times has he averaged under 100.
100.
They're the kind of records that people can only dream about. 2-4-8, second leg of the 4th set. Suljović is already on 80.
58.
And Littler's not on a finish.
80.
He's 110 behind.
So can he make a nuisance of himself here, Suljović? Treble 20 leaves double 10. He's inside it, double 5. He nails it, squares up the set. I tell you what, he's played an awful lot better in this match than he did in the game he won against Joe Cullen. Or the game he won against David Cameron, for that matter.
Even Joe Cullen would admit
96.
that Mensur played awful in that game, but he played the game that he wanted to play. It was a little bit messy at times. There was the odd bit of quality.
96.
But it's amazing when you're playing an elite player like this, in this kind of pace, how you can improve with the standard. And this game
100.
proves that Suljović is much better when he's quicker. In fact, he was putting himself off against Cullen.
Yeah, great
Not
point.
just the one against Joe. Do you know who said that first? It was Gary Anderson.
41.
Good observation. The average for Suljović is 96.84 in this game. He's only had 6 starts at double. He's hit 3 of them.
57.
He's 2 legs away from elimination. Littler with the darts. After 9 has left 2-4-8. That's shocking for him in terms of this match, to be fair.
Well, some people would just say he's making it exciting. These people don't want to go
60.
home. They don't want to get a train or a taxi home. They want to stick around and watch more darts. And if Littler loses a set, it'll be very interesting. But with visits like that, 1-3-4, 2 great treble 19s to leave 1-1-4. He's looking likely to be taking a 2-1 lead in what could be the final set.
Suljović needs 2 trebles to leave the finish. He's got 1 of them, can't get another. So 6 starts from 114. Could he go bull 14, bull? No, he's gone treble 19, hit it, single 70, and that tees up tops, which he has had on the end of his arm tonight.
As good on tops as anyone has ever been. He's getting into Robert Thornton country.
100.
He's largely seen as the best tops hitter for most people of the last 2 generations. But the way that Littler's played in this game with 4 ton plus checkouts, and tops on the end of his arm, to nick your phrasing there, Murph. This has been predictably brilliant.
Yeah, I just thought he might think about one of those flamboyant finishers in this position, but it's very much business-like from Littler at the moment. And did you notice, first start of what he hopes is the final leg of this match, what he thinks is the final leg of this match by his reaction, treble 20, second dart he missed, he went, oh, come on. He wanted to end with a 9.
And look at his eyes as he hits that max, which is max number 9. He doesn't want to mess around. He's in London for the long haul now. He wants to be here until the press day on January the 4th. He wants to be holding the trophy again. He wants to make 3 consecutive finals. The last person to do that was Anderson, 15, 16, 17.
140.
Well, the final set against Joe Cullen might have lasted longer than this match for Mensur Suljović.
Game over, Murph. He's left 81.
Oh,
Twice he's already taken 81 with 2 darts.
And we know which way I'll go for it. Treble 17, that'll go in. Double 15, that'll go in. And it will be good night Vienna.
And he could get 75% on the doubles.
Treble 17's in, you know the rest. Oh, he's missed, And Suljović has got a chance at 120 to stay in it.
He's in treble 3 with his last dart until he double 6. That's new. He didn't mean to do that.
Oh, treble 20, is it slightly blocked? He's staying there, can't find a way through. Double 3 to win it then
100.
for Luke Littler.
Luke requires 6.
It's been a demolition job, and he has completed it in sensational fashion. A while to update there, but that performance, whatever the numbers, Paul, it sends a message out to the rest of the field.
Yeah, he most definitely does. A great last set, averaging 106.71. And he was pushed in a couple of sets there after dominating early. There was a slight correction to his average at the end because the statisticians...
Beatable if he carried on like this.
He's maybe your off day, and if he responds to that, he'll win this tournament, because there will be someone who will push him early on, and possibly when he has a slower start than tonight. But if he gets a really hot start, that's what you get.
Right, let's just remind you of everything else that's happened this evening. Andreas Harrison, a 4-2 win for him against Ricardo Pietreszko, through to the last 16 on debut. Harrison, well, he's starting to win the hearts of a few darts fans. I mean, we knew he was good. Is he last 16 of the World Championship good?
Apparently, he's there. And he's the first Swedish-born player to make it that far. But alongside Jeffrey de Graaf, what they've done in the last, say, 13 months in taking Sweden back to the thick end of the stick, they deserve a lot of credit, because Sweden have been doing good things with their players over the last few years with the help of the Nordic and Baltic Tour. You got Jeffrey making the last 16. Now you got Andreas Harrison making it, and there are other people who want to do this. It's an inspiring run from Andreas.
The big shock, though, Stephen Bunting going out, but James Hurrell deserved it, Paul, didn't he?
He did. He was the better player. He won the most legs by a stretch. He was the better scorer, and he was the one who was playing darts with ease tonight. He looked energised. He looked ready, practiced up. Bunting looked like he was working hard this entire tournament. We know he had the sniffles pre-Christmas, and I think he was lacking in innate energy. Intrinsically, I think deep down he knew that he was going to come a cropper at some point, and tonight he came up against a lifetime performance from Hurrell, and that is something that even Stephen couldn't figure out.
Yeah, and Littler got the job done with ease. 4-0 over Mensur Suljović. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow, and what we're going to see is Martin Schindler taking on Ryan Searle, Damon Heta versus Rob Cross, Gary Anderson against Jermaine Watermainer. In the evening, it'll be Jan van Veen against Madis Razmar, Luke Humphreys against Gabriel Clements, and Michael van Gerwen against Arno Merck. We're back from 12:30 tomorrow on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. But next on talkSPORT 2, it's live NFL with Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers.
Thanks, Will. Take it easy,
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.